Ever felt like what you want is just always
Not
out of your reach?
present, you know. Yourself.
Yes. Ever wanted something so bad, but it seems to be a little bit far from you? It seems to be a little bit out of your reach. Maybe it's a car, a job, a house, a lover, more money, abundance, whatever it is. You've been wanting this so much, but you don't seem to be having it. Well, that's the problem. The problem is that you keep wanting it instead of having it. It's time to turn that your wanting into having. Hello world, welcome to Truth View. Is that great guy here again? The first thing you guys to know about having is that detachment is key. Detachment from that thing or that reality. That's the key to you having it. Because attachment to that thing or reality indicates to God and the universe that you don't have it, that there's an absence of this thing in your life. And number one rule of God and the universe is that you can't have what you don't already have. Whatever you feel you don't have, you can't have it. Once you start feeling like you have it, then that is when you start having it. Sounds crazy. Let me use this example. Back in high school and college, there are usually these hot girls like that every guy seems to want. But there comes along this guy that they will want, who will not even give a damn about them. They want the guy, but the guy doesn't seem to give a damn about them. Let's take, for example, that the first day they saw the guy, they were like, damn, this guy is cute. I want him. I must have him. He must be my boyfriend. They might go along in that school without the guy even noticing them. The guy might never notice them and end up with someone else. But let's take another situation where the girl saw the guy and was like, this guy is cute, not bad. Just keep going along. The guy might notice her the next day and they might hit things off. So what is the difference between these two girls? One of the girls felt incomplete and insecure without the guy. The other one felt worthy of the guy and felt good with or without the guy. That's why the guy noticed her. Sometimes you see these people that just have a lot of money, but they don't seem to need it that much. You'll be like, this person is having they have more than they need. They have much more than they need. Well, the thing is that they've gotten to that point where they're happy with it and happy without it. Once you get to that point where you're good with it or without it, it starts coming to you. This universe, like God is feminine, like they're like babes. Once you're chasing the babe, giving her attention, trying to win her over, they will seem to not like, they don't seem to want you. They don't seem to like you. They don't care about you. But once you raise your hands up and be like, okay, you know what? Fine. If you want me, fine. If you don't want me, fine. Then guess what? The girl will start coming after you. The girl will be like, I noticed this guy. That's when the girl will start liking you. That's how the universe is. Once you detach from that thing that you want so much, it starts coming to you. Once you stop wanting it, you start having it. There's this verse in the Bible that will help you like understand this more. I think it's in Psalm 23 where David said, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. It sounds crazy, right? To be like, try I shall not want. I want buy a house, I want buy a car. This is what I want plenty. You'll be like, there's no how you tell me I shall not want. I want to. But for you to get that verse, you have to ask yourself, what type of God do you serve? Because whether you believe it or not everyone serves the same God. Some people serve a poor God, some people serve a harsh God, and some people serve a rich and abundant God. Let me use the concept of tithing to explain this. I'm not the biggest fan of religion, but let me explain this. This is a perfect example. In giving tithe, some people are giving their tithe because they feel like if they don't give their tithe, God will punish them one way or the other. Those are people that are serving the harsh God. Why some people give the tithe because they feel like if they don't give it, where will the pastor see food to eat? Where will they see money to run the church? You see, those are people that are serving the poor God. Why some people are giving it? To indicate to God that I have more than enough. I'm grateful for what I have. Thank you for giving me this. Those are people that are serving the rich God. I remember back when I was doing my youth service, when I was a COP member, we used to receive allowance of 33,000. So one month I received the allowance. In the first week, I already spent, after expenses, what was the money my hand was like 3,400. I can remember this clearly, 3,400. Then I was in church with that 3,400. I was calculating it. This 3,400 is not going to pay it's not going to be able to transport me to work for the next 3 weeks before I receive my next allowance. I don't have much food stuff at home. The only food stuff I have is a bit of Indomie and small rice. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna trust God. I'm gonna give him thank him for the 3,000 I've only been seeing. Like there's some kind of broke you'll be and you'll be like, thank God say you won't see the one way you see. So I was like, okay, I'm giving this 3,004. I'm giving it as a tithe. And I gave it that day. That same day, after service, the youth leader in church met me and was like, hey, someone donated a bunch of food stuff in church and we want all the youth to get food stuff. You come and take. Me, I was like, I'm being big boy now. No. I said, there's more than enough. It's too much. We need people that will take it. Okay, I said, no. All right, let's go. I went there. I came back with a bag of rice, carton of Indomie, beans, spaghetti, oil, fish, everything. Like food stuff was. The food stuff would last me for like 4 months. I was like, damn. My head was like, Jesus, see, this is magic. For me, it was like, this is magic. It's one of the things that raised my faith in God more. Like, I believe that, okay, yeah, giving and receiving is actually how it works. So as a sharp guy now, the next salary came. I carry that same 10%, because that 3,000, the 10% is 3,300, which is my tithe. So this time I took that 3,300, I changed it into 200 naira notes. Then I went out into the streets, sharing it to the needy, beggars, everyone that need, like anyone that asks for money, just take, sharing it up and down. But as I was doing that, I was making a mental declaration in my head that I have more than enough. I don't want any other thing. I have more than enough. I am abundant. I'm rich. That is the mental declaration I was making in my head. Since then till now, that is what I've been experiencing. I've been experiencing having more than enough. Since then, like anything I want, I don't know how, some way or somehow, it always comes to me. That is how I left wanting into having. People think that giving of tithe is something you're doing a favor to God or something. But that giving of tithe, the concept of tithing actually is to take you from that lack mentality, from that shortage mentality, that I don't have enough. It's to remove you from that mentality, and you're making, as you're doing it, you're making a mental declaration in your own mind that you have more than enough. Therefore, that is what you now start experiencing, having more than enough. Going back to how David viewed his God, he viewed him that he saw him as a shepherd, because then a shepherd will never let his sheep go hungry. A shepherd will always take care of his sheep. So him now saw himself as a sheep. His shepherd is always going to take care of him. So he didn't want anything. Therefore, having everything. Because if you not wanting, indicates that you have. That means if one is want nothing, you begin to have everything. So go home and ask yourself, what type of God do you serve? Reflect and think. Do you serve the harsh God, the poor God, or the abundant God? Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Peace.